if you're thinking, you're stinking. Okay? Meaning, you ain't getting the job done. You out there getting your butt kicked. Okay? We don't prepare kids to lose. We don't prepare kids to fail. We prepare kids to win. We prepare kids to dominate. I will say this, if he has the discipline to go out, build his stance, get out of his stance, do and work on the things that I've taught him to work on. If he can do that 100 times a day, he can't help but be successful. His body won't let him fail. His mind won't let him fail. I guarantee you LeBron shoots more than 100 shots a day. I guarantee you that Michael Jordan shot more than 100 free throws a day. Why? Because they got to the point, you got to get to that point where it becomes, you don't even have to think about it. It just becomes so natural. It's like breathing. We don't think about breathing. We just do it.
Man, do you know Coach Mack?
I do know Coach Mack.
Coach Mack, hey man, Coach Mack came in yesterday, and he's an inspiration to a lot of people. He's been around. He's done some great things with a lot of youth and young adults, and he's still doing it on a professional level.
No, what I'm saying is drop your hips. Drop your hips and keep your base wide so that no matter what he does, you got an answer for it, okay? If you're tall, you can't change direction. Here we go. Ready. Beautiful drill.
So have you ever met Coach Mack?
I have met Coach Mack. Very, very knowledgeable about the game of football. But I think what I've noticed about Coach Mack is what's really most important to him is being able to pour into the youth and being able to provide that mentorship and guidance through coaching. I think that's what it's more about than just the football aspect.
Now you're a football athlete, right?
Correct.
And what school you go to?
I play right guard at Yale University.
Yeah, this man right here is at Yale. That means he's good and he's smart. He's a bright young man. So what are you studying?
I'm studying global affairs, so it's a mix of economics and political science.
Wow. That's what I'm talking about. We have a lot of talent that comes through this particular barbershop. and what we're going to do today, after this is all over with today, we're going to shoot out and we're going to catch Coach Mack in action, okay? But hey, before we go, it's Western GQ, full of passion and a whole lot of fashion.
There we go.
How you play the game with the people that writing the rules? Ain't the fame that I'm after when paying the dues. I've been through the pain that's reflected in the attitude. Might be winning now, but the thing is that I had to lose. Who's gonna tell me what you really wanna do? And lonely at the top, cause there ain't a lot of room. Ain't no other option, that's all I ever knew. So I'ma get it poppin', you know how I'ma do. I've been down through the blood and the sweat. Guarantee you can know I'm a threat. I've been down through the blood and the sweat, and I ain't close to being done yet. I'm going all in.
Hey, it's Western GQ, full of passion and a whole lot of fashion. We got a real cool show today. We got Coach Mack. This thing here was initially built by Michael Johnson, the great track star here in McKinney, Texas. This is where the activities will be held today. Going in hot. How's it going, man?
Good, how are you?
I'm looking for Coach Mack. Coach Mack.
Yes, I think he's in the field down here.
All right.
White room.
Okay, in the weight room. All right.
He came in like 10 minutes ago. He should be, I think he's in that field down there.
Okay.
Oh, that's my Tuesday. Hey, come on around, bro.
What's going
how
on,
y'all
brother?
doing, man? I'm D-West, man. Pleased to meet you.
How you
Brian.
feeling, man?
How you doing, man?
Doing great, brother.
All right,
Doing
man.
great,
like
man.
the t-shirt, man. Like the
Thank you.
and everything.
One of my parents made it for me.
Oh,
Kick,
yeah.
sweet. Kick, sweet.
All right.
All of these young men are young men that I currently train. A couple of my guys, Scotty, who's right there, this guy on the shirt that says Locked In. And then Jonah, who's wearing one of my Score t-shirts, are a couple of my collegiate guys. I've got others, but they're not here today. But let's go running sweeps. Feet together. So right now we are going through the warm-up process, and then we will do some agility type work, and then after that we'll get right into technique.
So, hey, this guy right here, you probably will or never will see this guy only behind closed doors. Only behind closed doors. But this guy right here, I've been knowing pretty much my whole adult life. This is the great Robert McAllister. He's known by Coach Mack. Coach Mack has been coaching over 30 years and have touched so many lives of youth and also professional athletes. So this segment with Coach Mack, I've been wanting to do since I started this program of the reality show of Western GQ. And what we're going to do is talk to Coach Mack and just kind of probe a little bit, because he never will say anything. I'm kind of making him do this interview because the world needs to see this guy, okay? He's a great person, a great coach. I want Coach Mack just to talk a little bit about who he is, where he's from, and why he loved coaching so much, and what kind of got him into it. Because he's not good at it, he's great at it. So just kind of tell the camera who you are, your name, and and what you do.
Since you put me on the spot, I'm from North Carolina originally, a little town called Lillington. Tried to be a pretty good athlete myself. Believed in the hard work that it would take. So I'm currently a football coach, trainer, developer. People always ask me, well, what do you coach? I tell them I coach everybody from the pee-wees to the pros. An example would be on Monday, I'll go out and I'll coach a bunch of 3rd and 4th graders, 5th graders, the offensive line position. Drop your hips and shuffle. Come up to the next one. Drop your hips, shuffle. Next, drop your hips, shuffle, okay? Tuesday, I might have some college guys. Wednesday, I'll have some high school guys. Thursday, more college guys. Friday, I'll have some middle school guys. So there's going to be times in order for you to play as quickly as you need to, okay, in order to execute what you're supposed to do, you're going to have to just be athletic. Then when we get there, we're going to break down and be that big guy. Right after most of your bowl games and things like that, I'll start to get guys from college that need to prepare for their pro day or get ready for the combine. So I do that as well. This year, out of the 4 offensive linemen that I've worked with, 3 of them signed contracts. Last year, I worked with a couple of guys. One of them signed a contract. The other one could have signed a contract, but he chose to go in a different direction. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody understand? So let's learn to be athletes. We're big guys, but we're big skills guys. Okay? All right? So let's be athletes. That's what all this is about. Helping us to be the kind of athlete that we got to be on the field to get the job done. Been very blessed to work with some guys that are now in the NFL. Guys that I was blessed to meet and work with was a kid out of IMG. And now he's playing for the Giants. Here we go. There we go. Come on, get those hips around. Get them around. Swivel those hips. There you go. Wait for you to adjust your hips. Okay? You got to be able to do that on the fly. Good job, baby. Good job. Good job. Way to work it, Killian. Way to work it. Don't hop. Don't hop. Don't hop. Shuffle. I want salsa now. Salsa. Stay low. Y'all got me? Keep your hips down. Okay? I'm not as low as I should be. As y'all know, I'm coming off of a what? Hip replacement surgery. Okay? Huh?
Why you look at me when you say this? Oh, why you like off the side?
I'm sorry, Scott. You my dude, man. It's okay if I look at you if you're my dude.
You thought I was gonna say
You my dude.
I knew you was gonna say something crazy.
But anyway, be smooth through that, guys. Be smooth through it, okay? I want you to make a conscious effort, guys, to get those hips down. Okay? Get those hips down. Am I telling you to go as low as you go on a squat? Heck to the no. That's not even functional on the football field. Okay? But a 3/4 squat, an athletic position, that's where we want to be, okay? All right, here we go. On you, big fella. There it is. Just like a skill pull. Good. Outside leg goes in first. Beautiful. Good. Yes, sir. I'll have a couple other guys this afternoon. One of them will be a Division I defensive lineman that will train a couple of my high school guys. So I try to integrate the high school and college together as often as we can.
Why do you do that?
Because I think it encourages the high school guys to kind of dream and see what can be, and teaches my college guys to always give back, to always reach back and find somebody that they can mentor, somebody that they can work with.
I think that's a really good concept where Coach Mack have some of the underclassmen with the upperclassmen.
Good. Yes.
Yeah, because it's kind of like, to me, like running track. When you out there in that night lane, you can't have nobody to compare yourself to.
Right.
Kind of out there.
Yeah.
But right now, when these guys are seeing the upperclassmen, they have some shoes.
Yeah. Builds their vision. Builds their vision. Makes it more realistic.
There you go. All right.
Play with this. Okay? Here we go. Ready. Set. Good job. That was beautiful. The way y'all read it, perfect. Perfect. If I'm the running back, I'm running right up your hip now. Just a tremendous opportunity, but I give all the glory to God. It's not me. I'm just a vessel, but I get the opportunity to have that kind of talent come and work with me. I've been blessed for a number of years to have the number 1 or number 2 offensive lineman in the state of Texas working with me. Typically, on an annual basis, I will have in the top 25, I may have 3 or 4 guys that are top 25 offensive linemen, sometimes defensive linemen, that have been doing this probably, about 35 years, because I really started when I was in college, working at the Hayes-Taylor YMCA, coaching kids, et cetera, for when I went to school in North Carolina A&T, which is where I graduated from. It's been a blessing that God has used me in that way. Good work. I like that. I like that, Bryce. Get that speed work in.
Especially
Good.
linemen, D-linemen, linebackers, they can't afford to lose strength.
Good job, Killian. Good transition. Facing the other way.
Those skill kids they're gonna lose strength just because they run so
Work those hands.
Okay.
Good. Quick feet, quick feet, quick feet. It's not a burden to me to work with kids. It inspires me, and to be able to pour into their lives and to see them come from a peewee. And then we look up 10, 15 years later and they're playing on Saturdays and they're playing on Sundays. It's a beautiful thing. People always ask me, well, who's your favorite team? And I tell them, if I root for one team, I'm probably rooting against one of my guys on the other team. So I just go with the players. I was just talking to my wife the other night, for example, 2 nights ago, and she and I were talking, and I asked her, I said, do you realize that this year I've got probably 10 or 11 kids that I've been able to touch that either played for me or trained them, had something to do with coaching them, and 10 or 11 that are in mini camps in the NFL this year, 2024. To me, again, that's a blessing from God. That's not something that I went out and seeked or was intentional about. And I know a lot of guys brag about that and stuff, but it's nothing to me. It's all the Creator. It's all Him. And I'm just blessed to be a vessel that He chooses to manifest some of His wisdom and some of His craft.
So, Gallup, you probably want to take a little more to depending on how he steps. So if he comes at you, you're going to take a lot. And then, but if he steps away from you, just tag him and then go for linebacker. Okay. You got to keep your eyes on linebacker though, just see where he goes. It's hard. I know. It was easy. So go.
Play with it.
A little more.
When you ask me how do I work with multiple guys,
I remember that, Coach.
this is how I do it.
I see.
Okay?
I see.
And I take advantage of guys like this guy. Scotty, step forward. Okay? And Scotty, because both of these guys have been with me since high school.
Oh, wow.
Scotty since middle school. Okay?
Oh, wow.
So I duplicate myself in each one of the guys that train with me.
Yeah.
So that when they get to college, come back to give back, they're able to coach. It's just like listening to me, okay?
Yeah.
For y'all guys that was at center and guard, did y'all notice a whole lot of difference between what they were saying and what I said? No. Very little, right? And they've gone on to play for various different coaches. How many different O-line coaches have you had at the collegiate level?
I'm on my 4th coach.
He's on his 4th O-line coach. How many O-line coaches have you had at the collegiate level?
2.
See what I'm saying? So we're talking about 6 different coaches, yet they're able to teach you the same stuff, okay? And I guarantee you, when they got to the next level, the only thing that they really learned was the scheme, but the technique was the same. Y'all understand what I'm saying? The stuff you guys are learning, okay? Internalize it and make it yours. You will see it over and over and over and over and over again, okay? If you play offensive line, all right? But that's how I do it, okay? I duplicate myself in each one of these guys. There's going to be a day when Colt is back here, and he's playing not for McKinney, but for Michigan. Okay? And he's telling guys, yeah, here's how you do this and this and this and this. Michael will do the same thing. Colin will do the same thing. So, Josh. Okay. So that's how
Let me
we
say something. Now, what I like about what Coach is talking about, he's starting these guys at an early age, teaching them what they're going to see and things they're going to do when they get to the collegiate and the professional level. So that's why guys who are trying to upgrade their skills need to get with Coach Mack. Coach Mack is the real deal.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Coach.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Very thankful for that. I've got kids that, it's funny, I did a camp this past Sunday. And man, I'm coaching some old linemen, you know, trying to get them right for the showcase. And I look over and I see a coach who's a well-respected receivers coach now. And he was one of my guys. Had him when he was in 8th grade all the way up through his sophomore, junior year in high school. He's a quarterback, played receiver, just a very talented young man. And now he's been at schools like Baylor, coaching, and so on and so forth. Think about himself when that time comes. But several guys, even got several guys that I've worked with that are coaching at the professional level. So it's it's a small world out here. But when you love what you do, when you try to be the best that you can at what you do, when you try to walk in integrity, God sees that and he rewards that.
This guy right here, I watched him practice. He knows what he's doing. It seems like it's like ABCs to him. You know, he ran through the drill. He taught the drill. So, do you mind just telling the fans who you are and how long you've been knowing Coach Mack? And,
hello, everybody. My name is Scotty Parker. I've been knowing Coach Mack, man, since 6th grade. I met him at a camp at Next Gen down there in Atlanta because I won a ticket to go down to Atlanta. Been knowing him ever since. Got in contact with him, man. Coach Mack is the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be consistent. He got practices stuff off the field too, man. But yeah, you do. Your technique is all up here. It's not all about strong. It's you can move, you can think fast, you can do that.
What's your son?
So a lot of the drills that you've taught, that Coach Mack taught you at an early age,
Man.
where do you guys live? See the same things other coaches are saying.
Yes, sir. Like I've been seeing that since I was like each year I've been playing football. Definitely in college and high school. Like coaches be teaching me this stuff. Like man, I already been knowing that since middle school. Like, yeah, Coach Mack is the real deal, man.
So, do you recommend any of the younger guys or guys that are trying to get to the next level to come out and sign up with Coach Mack?
Most definitely, Coach Mack teaches more than just football. He teaches you about life and everything else. He teaches you how to think about the game too. You know what I'm saying? Like for the secondaries, all of that. Know the scheme. Know where the ball is going to. If you know where the ball is going to, it's gonna help you way more for bigger runs and everything. I'm telling you, it's gonna be good.
Hey, I tell you what, man. I want you to tell the fans maybe where they can probably locate you, maybe some other coaches or whatever. Do you have like a Instagram or?
Yes, I got an Instagram. It's Scotty Parker with 2 Y's and a Parker is Parker. That's my Instagram. And my Twitter is Scotty Parker _ with 2 I's.
Yeah. Man, this guy, I watched him, man. He the real deal. He got great footwork. Yeah, handwork, you know, and he knows where to go and maneuver through the line. Okay, what's your position?
Man, I can play it all, but right now I'm playing center and guard right now.
Center and guard.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. I enjoyed myself watching this guy play in my practice today. Hey, Western GQ for the passion and a whole lot of fashion. All right,
thank you.
This young man right here is currently ranked the #1 tackle in the state of Texas for 2026. Is that correct?
Sir.
All right. I'll let you talk to him.
Hey, again, I watched him. This guy here ran through these drills, man, like they were nothing. You know, he has great footwork, you know, handwork, and he's fast. He's quick. You know, I haven't seen a guy this quick in a long time. So, do you mind? I have a channel. It's called Western GQ. All right, you can tell. Okay. So what I do is I just kind of like take ordinary people that are doing extraordinary things, and we just post it. Okay. That's you. All right. So you're ranked already?
Yeah.
And just tell the fans who you are and your name and how you met Coach Mack and, what you like about, coming out here and participating.
Well, yeah, I actually met Coach Mack because I was a D lineman at first, and he was with my D-line coach. And, as I got bigger and a little bit faster, I just decided to transition to O-line. So that's how I really met him.
Okay.
Sir.
Can you tell the fans how you kind of started and what age did you start at? And then how you kind of improve yourself to get this #1 ranking?
Yeah, so I actually started training with Coach Tank in the first grade. And then, first grade. And then I started training with Coach Mack in like the 4th or 5th grade is when we really started. And I really just keep getting better by just, working on my craft, studying other O-linemen, not just NFL guys, but also college guys, because they also have some good knowledge that you can use. But yeah, that's basically what I do. Just studying and working, and repetition is really is where that.
Yeah. Do you get a lot of, I guess, learning? Do you learn a lot by coming here on these Saturdays to participate with Coach?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I definitely learn a lot. It's different because, sometimes it's taught differently at my school, but the way Coach Mack looks at it's kind of like universal. So like you can use these, you could use his techniques on everything basically. So it all fits in perfectly. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So once again, just tell them your name, and do you have an Instagram or a Twitter where other people or coaches can reach out?
Yes, sir. So yeah, my Instagram is Drew Evers with an extra S, all lowercase, and then my Twitter is the Drew Evers.
And what grade are you in?
Sophomore.
Sophomore in high school. What high school?
Florida High School.
Hey man, that's Texas, baby. Loudmine, Texas, man. We're gonna see this guy a lot. Okay, I can't wait to see him play this year. Hey, it's Western GQ for the passion and a whole lot of fashion.
Sir.
Hey, peace out.
Okay, so now I want you to meet a young man who, Killian, how long you been with me now?
A few months.
Yeah, okay. So a few months. When you first came here, did you have any offers?
No, sir.
Okay, so now here's a young man who started with me, who's been working this craft. Now he's up to at least 12 offers, okay? And this has just happened in a few months. I would say between the end of the season this past year and now, and he's got so much more to come. As you can see, he's tall. How tall are you?
6'6".
Okay, so he's 6'6". He's 290, 285 to 290. Yeah, and I will let him tell his story.
All right, man. Well, let me jump in here, man. Hey, 6'6". Let me put the camera a little higher. You should do it kind of tall, man. And he's good looking too. Hey, Coach Mack.
Hey, Derek, I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, Coach Mack said something really, really cool, really, really good. He said when he came, he wasn't ranked, didn't have any offers, but now since he's been with Coach Mack only a few months, he has 12 offers. That is incredible. So can you just tell the fans a little bit, what you like about Coach Mack and some of the things that he's taught you?
What I like about Coach Mack is, he's taught me everything I know. Like, he's super considerate. If even if you're kind of taking your time slowing because you don't understand, he'll walk through every step with you. And with other people, he'll use examples. He'll get the older college guys and he'll make sure that they kind of put their real world experience in there too. But he makes sure you learn every single way and reinforces the knowledge with you.
Oh. Hey, that's heavy. And that's going to help him as he grows and as he starts going to these collegiate levels and professional levels. Because I know I will see this guy one day on TV. He's gonna get there because I can see it in him. I can see that his build is slim and he looks very athletic. And I watched him drill today. He was on point. He listens well and he was definitely on point. All right. So one more thing, man. Let everybody know. Do you have an Instagram or a Facebook? Or
I have a Twitter. I'm Killian Registe on Twitter. KILIANREGIST.
Say it one more time.
KILIANREGIST.
All right. Well, hey, like we always say before we go, it's Western GQ for the passion and a whole lot of fashion. Peace out, man.
See you.
So this is my man, Jonah Brewster, okay? We've been together a lot of years, most of his high school years. Met Jonah at a camp, and he actually came and played for me a few years back. So
I'm excited about this young man. He's working on his master's degree now. As you can see, how tall are you, Jonah?
6'7",
So Jonah's 6'7",
320.
320. Probably gonna be looking at going into the draft next year, but he'll be playing this fall, and I'll let him talk to you about the rest of his story.
All right.
Now, Jonah, again, I'm looking up. 6'7", man.
6'7".
I can see the 6'7". Now, I was very impressed today. I saw all the guys here, going through the drills. But this guy right here, the way he moved his body definitely he's the biggest guy here. You know what I'm saying? And probably the tallest, if or close, if not the tallest. But the way he moved, man, it was professional. It was a different type of movement. So can you just tell the fans, who you are? Of course, Coach Mack just kind of introduced you, but I want you to just tell them who you are, how long you've been knowing Coach, and what you're currently doing right now.
I'm John Brewster. I've been with Coach Mack for probably around 8 years now. Around 8 years. Worked with him at Prestonwood. Did 5 years at Louisiana Tech. Now I'm at Houston Christian down in Houston. Right now I'm playing center and center and guard. And
you said you went to high school with Coach Mack, right? At Prestonwood?
yes, sir.
Were you on that championship team that y'all?
No, that was a year after.
Year after?
I got there the year after that.
Yeah, because I know you guys were winning championships there. So you are in that pedigree, all right? So which is really, really good. So have you learned a lot of different things by being with Coach Mack?
Oh yeah. So he taught me O-line is like, it's not just a bunch of rocks run into each other. It's literally a chess game. If you do one wrong move, it's not going to help you. But if you do a little thing right, you're going more likely win that rep. Biggest thing though is like low man wins. Yeah, but like if you don't have the feet, you're not going to win at all.
Oh, wow. That says a lot right there. And the last thing, man, what I did see that I really enjoyed, you were player coach. I saw you running the drills, man. You was that extra voice for Coach Mack. So not only is he teaching your skills, he's teaching you how to grow and also how to master your craft where you can help and teach others.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'd say it's kind of you got to get that center mentality. You got to know what every piece is. You got to know where everyone's going. Otherwise, if you don't know where one guy's going, it's going to mess you up completely on the field.
Hey, man. Hey, I like this guy. I like this guy a lot. We're going to see him on TV, man. I just can't wait for this season. We're going to watch him. Do y'all ever have any TV time at the college you go to?
Yes, sir. ESPN Plus. Yeah.
Yeah. And the name of the school one more time?
Houston Christian.
Hey, we're going to see him. And what is your number? I know you have a number already. You have a number already?
I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm working for 74 right now.
That's the number that you want to be, 74?
I want to be 74.
Well, he's going to be 74. It seems like this guy here gets what he wants, all right? Well, hey, we're going to lead the show. Western GQ for the passion and a whole lot of fashion.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, brother.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, man.
I'm going on a phone call later with the head coach of Illinois. So that's...
Oh, wow.
And you got a D1 offer this week?
I got a D1 offer from Bournemouth.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Fantastic. Hey,
that's great news. Now I gotta lift this camera high because this guy's tall. How tall are you, man?
6'9".
6'9". So tell the fans who you are and what high school you go to.
My name's Hill Greenlee. I go to the Hun School of Princeton in New Jersey. I'm 6'9", 300 pounds, and I play offensive tackle.
Oh wow. Hey, we're gonna see this guy on Sundays, man. I know we are.
Coach, I got some good news. My defensive line coach said I'm the lowest person on the field.
Man, that is awesome. You are 6'9", and you're the lowest guy out there on the field. That's good news, man. I love it.
Thanks, man. This is a great facility, Coach.
It's the old Michael Johnson facility. It's called Empower IQ Performance Center.
Okay.
And so this is where I train out of on Saturdays. Got a number of kids here from 8th grade through, like I said, college.
Coach,
I appreciate you. All right, guys. Any questions? Any questions? All right, let's pray it up. Everybody, lock and load to the guy next to you. Come on over here so we can touch and agree, my brother.
All right, everybody here? Sure. All right. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this great group of young men here.
So, so have you ever met Coach Mack?
I have met Coach Mack, very, very knowledgeable about the game of football.
Now, what is your name? Tell them who you are and where you're from and what you're doing.
Yes, so Joseph Nash, born and raised in Dallas, Texas, and kind of my journey to Yale began my junior year when I was presented with the opportunity to attend Trinity Christian Academy just right around the corner from here. And this was an opportunity that was going to challenge me both athletically and academically. But it really ended up challenging me most socially. So I walk in the doors and I'm one of 2 black kids in my class, and everyone looks at me and assumes that I'm there just to play football. And so that kind of put a chip on my shoulder and made me want to put my head down and work hard. And I remember one day in class, we had done an in-class essay, and the teacher asked me to read a portion of mine, and she told the class I had received the highest grade on it. The student next to me leaned over and said, "Wow, you must have got an extra 10 points for being black." So in that moment, I kind of knew that through life, my environment's going to change, the people I'm going to be around is going to change, and I didn't want that to have a negative impact on how I approach certain opportunities. So I could have went the other direction and had a horrible attitude, and then I wouldn't have been able to capitalize on the opportunity. But instead, it pushed me to develop a strong sense of my identity so that then I could take advantage of other opportunities in the future. I understood that football is something that I did, but not who I am. But I was willing to use football to help get me to a place like Yale so that I could create, greater opportunities for myself in the future. So that's a little bit about me, but happy to be here with the man, D. Rich.
Man, I didn't know all that. That's a great story. It's good, and that comes from a good background. When you send your kids off to school, you never know how they will be treated. But if you put something in them, that is what comes out when adversity comes. He was steady, he was strong, he knew who he was, and he answered the question great. So hey, kudos to this young man, and I'm happy to have him as a client. Okay, but as we say, rest in GQ, baby, for the passion and a whole lot of fashion. We got a real cool guy that I've been here today with that sits along with Coach Mack all the time, is his film guy. And not only is his film guy, he has a son that he dedicates his time and works with Coach Mack as well. Am I right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So can you just kind of tell a little bit about who you are and the friendship you guys have and why you enjoy doing what you do as far as the filming and editing for Coach Mack?
All right. My name is Tony Hurd. I brought my son to Coach Mack. Let me back up. My son and I was at a Next Gen camp, and I guess Coach Mack saw a lot of potential in him. And after the camp, the way I was raised, you always say thank you to somebody to help you. So when I brought him over to say thank you, Coach Mack asked me, I see a lot of potential in you. Would you be willing to work with me? I'm like, it's my son's decision. So if he says he wants to, he wants to. So since then, Coach Mack has been working with my son for how long? About 2 years? A little bit over 2 years?
At least 2 years. Let me interject something here. At that camp, I kept watching him, and I saw the way that he was moving. And I saw that most of what he was doing was the way that he moved was because he was unsure about what he was doing. His confidence wasn't there, and he did not embrace the fundamentals the way that he probably should have at that particular time. And I was thinking to myself, my goodness, with just a little bit of work, this guy could really probably become a Division I player. And they listened to me, and the rest is history. I'll let you finish up. Go ahead.
He's done so much. He's not only a mentor to my son, he's like a grandfather to my son. I mean, my son right now is playing football because of Coach Mack up in Memphis at a boarding school to get some more playing experience. And right now, he's really doing well. Mm-hmm. So I have a lot to thank for Coach Mack. It's just more than just training drills and just coming here. It's more like a family friendship. So like I explained to him, for what he's done for me, I don't mind coming here doing this for him because it's invaluable. And the reason I do it mostly is that a lot of kids don't have video to post to the internet, Twitter, any type of social media. So what I do is come film, slice it up a little bit, and send it out to them. And all I ask them to do is that if you post it, just give me some credit. And that's it. So a lot of kids don't have video. Right now, for example, when the kids Coach Mack talked to the tall guy, what's his name? Killian. So I've been working with him, taking video for his father. So you've seen the progression of his growth if you look at all the films that you have on Killian as well as some of the other guys For example, there was one kid came here. I mean, he was just starting from scratch. Now I look at the videos every week and see in 1 month he's jumped maybe 6 months ahead of time. So it's really working well with these kids, and he's more hands-on, and he really cares about the kids.
Anybody is out there that's trying to get the material to these different coaches, this is the man, okay? And starting today, it's going to become a business. That's how it works, okay? So I'm just telling you, that's how it works.
It's already in the process.
Okay, but hey, I'm gonna get out of here, man. I had a great time. I've never experienced anything like this. I've seen it on TV, but to be here and to indulge with Coach Mack was an experience I'll never forget. And like I always say before I go, you guys know it. It's Western DQ for the passion and a whole lot of fashion. Yes. All right. Coach, explain again how you talked about how those kids maybe start out, maybe ranked number 80, and as you keep working with them, how they kind of sometimes move up the ranks.
Yeah, so typically I'll have kids that'll come to me that have no ranking whatsoever. Nobody even knows they exist. And we'll work together, we'll work the technique. I look at what that kid can do, how they move, continue to reinforce the things that I feel like need to be reinforced in them. And as that kid grows and believes and walks in more confidence, you see them begin to play better. You see them begin to execute better for their coaches. They execute better for their team members. And all of a sudden, the kid starts to stand out. He's head and shoulders above others that are the same as him, per se, maybe age-wise, maybe height-wise, maybe even strength. And that's all I ask the kid. Come out here, every rep you got, let's try to make it the best one. Let's see if we can get better and better and better. We'll look up, the kid is ranked number 80 in the state of Texas. Then we'll look again, he's number 50. Then he breaks the top 25. And next thing you know, he's in the top 10. I've even had some to go all the way to number 1.
What is required of the kids? What kind of regimen do you put them through to make them better? I know it's something that you're doing as well. You're not just talking to them, you're making them, you're taking action towards
Yes.
things, right?
Yes.
So can you give a small description of some of the things that you teach your kids while you working them out?
You build a player from the ground up. Okay. Your feet got to be right. Once you set your feet right, then you start to build the rest of the stance. I don't care how far a kid goes, even if he goes all the way to playing on Sundays in football. Offensive line and defensive line, that stance got to be right. If that stance ain't right, you ain't gonna win. You cannot build a house on a weak foundation and expect it to be able to withstand pressure. Pressure's the storms. It's all the things that's going to come against that house. If that house isn't built on a solid foundation, it's going to have difficulty standing and winning. A kid who's not built on a solid foundation, starting from day one, is not going to experience success over and over and over until he fixes that foundation. So that's what we do. We always start stance review. I don't care if you're a pro, stance review.
Since you've been coaching, how many kids have you witnessed came in with a stance that's not stable to where you had to correct? Is it a lot, or is
everybody? Everybody. There's never been a kid. Never been a kid that I have not had to correct something in their stance or the way they move out of their stance. And I'll tell them, hey, we need to fix that. Okay, you're a little weak right there. You're leaning. Now you got your stance right, but you're not using all the muscles that you need to be using as you go to execute whatever the movement is. So Those things are important. Those are the things that I focus on. Those are the things that I preach continuously. Okay, now let's rep it. You asked me a while ago, how is it those kids get good? Because they care after they leave me, D, to go rep it 100 times a day, every day.
If you guys are trying to get to the next level, whether it's collegiate or to the NFL, this guy has a 90% record of people he has coached, he has mentored, is the man here in Dallas. And so if you want your kid, it doesn't matter how young he is, you know, he specialized in kids, okay? But these kids will grow up, and those kids have followed him all the way up until their adult life, and he's still doing the same thing. So can you just tell them how they can maybe reach you? You have an email, you have a Twitter account, you have a Facebook account?
Let me just give you a number you can text, and that's 817-946-6219. Text me. I will get back to you as soon as I can. We'll get something set up, and let's get the process started.
Hey, one thing about Coach Mack that I love about my buddy, he's so modest. You know, he has 5 championship rings from high school coaching. And a few of these rings are from different schools, right, Coach?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
so, what I've seen over the past 25 years, or even more, he's been one of my customers in the barbershop. And not only is he a customer, he's one of my best friends, okay? But I've seen with my own eyes the different teams that they went to him for. They recruited him to come to their schools to help out with their offensive line or defensive line, the linemen. And every school that he made the transition to either won the championship or went to the championship and played in the championship game. I saw with my own eyes. So these rings that you see right here, to him they're nothing. He had them probably down in the garage under some all kind of stuff. He had to dig these up. But I wanted him to bring these rings so that the world can see this guy that we're talking about is not just an ordinary guy. He's an extraordinary guy that's doing extraordinary things. All right? So, Coach Mack, I'm so proud of you, man. And thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. And you take this, man, and you take it and you hold it. It means something, man.
Yes.
It means something.
Yes.
All right?
I want to say, look, what you guys see here is just a manifestation of the glory of God and how he's blessed me to be in the right places with the right kids and the right coaching staffs, and we're able to do some of this. There's 2 or 3 other rings that God has blessed me to have championships over that I did not get the rings. But again, you know, this is just God using a vessel. If you don't get anything else out of this, guys, understand that it's God, the Most High, that makes everything happen. He will fulfill our dreams, fulfill your dreams. And I'm excited that he's chosen to use me to help kids and to help families. And that's really what it's all about. Western GQ.
For the passion?
For the passion and a whole lot of passion.
I love it, man. Had a great show, and we out the door, okay?
I love your outfit.
You like the purple, huh?
Yes, my school color is purple.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What school was that?
Anna.
Oh, way out Anna?
Mm-hmm. And then my daughter's school is Farmersville. They also have purple.
Oh, man, it's one of my favorites.
Mm.
Do you have any purple?
I do.
It's one of your favorite colors?
Yes.
All right.
I'm liking it.
Well, hey, well, thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Get out of here. Had a great show. I love this guy, and I'm glad he allowed me to do this interview. And the world needs to see this guy.